Now let us start the chapter 4 of our textbook of class 8. Class 8, chapter 4. This is very important chapter under the heading The Creation of an Empire. एक साम्राज्य की स्थापना. हम यहाँ पर मुगल साम्राज्य की स्थापना के बारे में पढ़ेंगे. एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण चैप्टर है, चैप्टर 4, क्रिएशन ऑफ एन एम्पायर. इनफैक्ट ये मेडिवल इंडिया का, मेडिवल इंडिया में मध्यकालीन भारत, नो मेडाइवल इंडिया का यह इम्पोर्टेंट टर्निंग पॉइंट है. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टर्निंग पॉइंट ऑफ मेडिवल इंडिया. हियर we are finding that this is the age of 16th century, that is 1500 to 1600 AD. Okay, for under this age you see the map of India at that time. You find that here is Fargana. No, this is Fargana. Is it clear? Let me draw it in red color so that this one is Fargana. No, this one is Fargana. This is Samarkand, Kabul, Lahore, Agra, Chanderi, Khanwa, Panipat. Here this portion is Bihar. Okay, here it is the Rajputana, the present day Rajasthan. This is the time when the first Mughal empire came in existence in India. His name was Babur. What was his name? Babur. He established Mughal empire in India, which continued from 1526 and lasted till 1709. 1526 से शुरू होकर 1709 तक का समय था. ये मेडिवल इंडिया का, मध्यकालीन भारत का 15-16वीं शताब्दी के बीच का ये भारत का मैप है. He is Babur. This is the photograph of Babur. He was a descendant of Taimur. Taimur Lung was one of the invader of India. He came, plundered India and went away. उसने भारत में आया और भारत को लूटने के बाद फिर चला गया था. He was the great Taimur, great warrior. Okay. This is his Babur. He is writing in his Baburnama. His memoirs, autobiography is known as Baburnama. Very important book of classical literature. Very important. He is written. This was written in Chagatai language. Do you know? The language is Chagatai language. This question sometimes is being asked in your class. In which language Baburnama has been written? What he writes in his first sentence, that in the province of Fargana, you just see the map of Fargana, no, here, in the province of Fargana, in the year 1494, in which year? 1494, when I was 12 years old, I became king. Babur became king at the age of 14 years in 1494. This is written in your textbook. Means Babur got birth in 1482. At the very young age of 14 years, he became the king. These are the first lines of Baburnama, the memoirs of Mughal Emperor Babur, who was a descendant of Taimur. This is an autobiographical work written in Chagatai language. It is an extraordinary piece of literature. Very extraordinary. And vivid descriptions of Babur's life. How he travels from this Fargana, Samarkand to Panipat and Delhi. Actually, what happened at Fargana? Babur had inherited a small Central Asian kingdom of Fargana. वहाँ उसने फरगना में एक छोटा सा किंगडम उसको मिला था अपने बाप दादा की ओर से, एंसेस्टर से. But he soon lost this kingdom. Now he was no more the king. Why? Because there are warring tribes. जितने ट्राइब्स थे वो सभी आपस में लड़ते थे. दिस एरिया स्टिल इट इज इन अंडर टर्मोइल, नो, इन अफगानिस्तान एंड दिस एरिया दिस इज स्टिल अंडर टर्मोइल. इट इज तजाकिस्तान और समवेयर इन द प्रोविंस. तो ही लॉस्ट हिज किंगडम विद द वारिंग ट्राइब्स. तो व्हाट ही वाज लुकिंग फॉर? ही वाज लुकिंग फॉर ए न्यू किंगडम. एंड यू जस्ट सी This is the condition of Babur. And at that time, in this area, at near Agra, in Rajputana, there was Rana Shanga. Rana Shanga. I am showing you the photograph here of Rana Shanga. He was the king of Rajputana. Rana Shanga. Okay. Rana Shanga. Rana Shanga. Then there was one more, Daulat Khan Lodi. Daulat Khan Lodi. He was of Punjab. No? He was from the Punjab area. So, at this area, Lahore, Punjab, Daulat Khan Lodi and Rana Shanga, they were very much worried, because the king of that time, that Ibrahim Lodi, Ibrahim Lodi of Delhi, he was a sultan, he wanted to expand his kingdom. So what happened? Ibrahim Lodi, the sultan of Delhi, since he was trying to expand his kingdom, and these all people united. Who won? Rana Shanga and Daulat Khan Lodi, who was the Sultan of Punjab, Daulat Khan Lodi. And therefore Rana Shanga, the ruler of Mewar, the Daulat Khan Lodi, the governor of Punjab, he invited Babur. What he did? He invited Babur from Samarkand. You come here and invade India. Why? Because they were having the assumption that, like Taimur has gone away after plundering, after looting India with the wealth, he will also go away. They thought that Babur would invade and then leave India with his loot. But Babur was having very long-term plan. He was having a long-term plan. What he did? He underwent a battle. No? This is showing the battle of Panipat. On which day? The battle of Panipat was fought on 21st April 1526. What happened? The Ibrahim Lodi's huge but indisciplined army, Ibrahim Lodi's. This is the army of Ibrahim Lodi, huge army of lakhs of armed forces, army. But the Babur is small but well trained. You just see, Babur used perhaps top at that time, artillery at that time. No, Babur was using this one artillery. The guns are being shown here, but his army was very well disciplined. Ibrahim Lodi's army was defeated within a few hours. Just few hours this war lasted, and Babur became victorious. Because of his well-trained army, use of artillery, and the able statesmanship, he became victorious. After capturing the throne of Delhi, he captured the throne of Delhi. Now Babur had to deal with whom? Very important question. Now with whom he will deal? Because Babur had captured the throne of Delhi. Now the enemies are who? Rana Shanga. No? The Bihar chiefs. He was the king of like Nusrat Shah. So now he had to deal with Rana Shanga. Now there was a war with Rana Shanga. So Babur had to deal with two powerful enemies. One was Rana Shanga, and another was the Afghan chief of Bengal, that was the Nusrat Shah. Now there was with Rana Shanga, there was battle of Khanwa in 1527. Just 1 year after this, there was battle of Khanwa. Here Babur defeated the Rana Shanga. After that, Babur defeated this Nusrat Shah, who was of Afghan origin, king of Bengal in 1528. In 1526, Babur fought one war at Battle of Panipat, 1527 at Khanwa, and 1528 at Battle of Ghagra. Nusrat Shah. It was the Battle of Ghagra. Thus he quickly established his power from Delhi to Agra region. No? So what he did? He quickly established his power from this place to this place. This was the kingdom of Babur. Okay. So Babur did the foundation of a vast and powerful Mughal empire. He succeeded in achieving his mission of empire building due to his great courage, strength of mind, developed techniques of warfare and leadership qualities. No? What the qualities he was having? First thing was that artillery. Means modern warfare techniques. First thing. Second, he was very tough in mind, strength of mind. War are not found with the use of army. It is found with the strength of mind. Okay. Third thing was that shows his leadership qualities. Leadership qualities of Babur. So, however, he didn't live long to enjoy the fruits of his effort. In 1530, Babur died. After 4 years. He fell ill and passed away at the age of only 48. He was only 48 years old when he died. To Humayun, the eldest son of Babur, he proclaimed his successor. And now, who came in power? Humayun came in power. So this way, this is the story of Babur.